I think it's a girl, right?
You're talking about our open house.
That's open house.
We're live.
All right, we are live. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Present. There we go. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for All Students, sponsored by the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at oacac.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, oacac.org. And I'd like to now turn it over to our presenters.
Okay, well, welcome. My name is Christy Russell. I hope everyone can see my screen. We are going to get started here, and I will be joined with my admissions staff, who will be presenting throughout the program today, as well as working behind the scenes. As mentioned before, we encourage you to use the Q&A box to answer or to ask any questions that you have, and my staff will be working to answer your questions throughout the presentation. We will also, at the end of the presentation, review all of your questions and make sure that we have answers to everything that you've asked throughout the day. We will be covering majors and programs that we offer here at Rio, as well as the tuition cost, financial aid and scholarships. We'll review those policies and talk about where you can find scholarship applications, campus life and organizations that we offer here on campus. We'll talk about our athletic programs, how to apply to Rio to become a Rio student and the application process, ways that you can visit our campus. We are doing both in-person and virtual visits at this time. We would love to have you on our campus, so we'll talk a little bit about that today. We'll also present you with a virtual campus tour so you can see our beautiful campus and kind of get a glimpse into some of our buildings and things like that on campus. And then, as I mentioned, we'll follow up with our Q&A just to review all those questions that you've typed in the Q&A box throughout the presentation. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Katie Bostic.
Hello, my name is Katie Bostic. Like she said, I'm an admissions rep here at Rio. I cover the eastern side of Ohio. So we are located in southeastern Ohio. We're the University of Rio Grande and Rio Grande Community College. We are a 2-year community college and a 4-year private university. You'll see in a little bit why there's a change in tuition, things like that, but you'll always get a 4-year university experience here. On the next slide, you'll see a picture of our campus. We are located right next to the original Bob Evans farm, so that's pretty cool. And this is just an overview of our campus. We have 190 acres, so it's really pretty right now during the fall season, probably my favorite time. What you don't see is our athletic facilities outdoors, like our baseball field and our track and soccer field like that. But you'll see that on the virtual tour soon. We have over 70 different majors and programs that you can study here. Those include our master's degrees, our bachelor's degrees, and our associate degrees. We are open enrollment, so there's no GPA or ACT requirement to get into general admissions. Some of our associate degrees do have an additional application and requirements. So those would be our nursing and our allied health. Our allied health are 3 different programs: our radiology, respiratory therapy, and sonography. For our nursing, requirements, you have to have a 2.5 GPA, a C or better completed in chemistry, algebra, and biology. And then you take what's called the HESI, and it's like a nursing entrance exam, and they take the top 90 scores of that. For allied health, you need a C or better in chemistry, algebra, and biology completed, a 2.5 GPA, and then a 20 on your ACT to get into any of those programs. A few other academic programs that we have are our honors program. So you can be in our honors program, get an honors certificate, potentially get an honors scholarship, and take some honors classes. If you would want to see if you're eligible for that, you can go to rio.edu/honors and you can see the eligibility. Another program that we have is our study abroad program. And I always say, no matter where you go to college, definitely take advantage of a study abroad program, because you won't always get that opportunity. At Rio, we have partnered with the University of Wales in the United Kingdom. So you get to go over there for a fall semester and study there. So it's really cool. What happens is you pay for our tuition and then their room and board, and then there's a few other additional fees, but you also get to use your Rio Grande financial aid and scholarships. So definitely take advantage of that. And next, I'll have Emily talk about our tuition and financial aid.
All right, so like Katie said, I'm going to talk about our tuition structure. And she mentioned that we are a very unique school where we are both a 2-year state-funded community college as well as a 4-year private university. And for our Ohio residents, that really allows us to give you a very cost-efficient opportunity to receive a 4-year bachelor's degree or a 2-year associate's degree, but with the look and feel of a 4-year private university campus. So for our Ohio residents, you see the first 2 years are charged at community college tuition, so just under $4,000 per year. And that is the tuition cost. So that's not a per semester or per credit hour, that is the per year cost. There are some additional fees associated with those, but that is the estimate of what you're going to be paying. And then junior, senior year, you do transition into our private university rate, but we do a lot of scholarships, whether they're automatic merit scholarships or other institutional aid to help offset that jump in cost. So the price you're seeing for the private university rate is not what anyone actually pays. We don't have hardly anyone paying that rate. There are lots of scholarships available for our students for that. There are other scholarships available and other plans, tuition plans, so you can check out our website if you're interested in finding out more about those. But the first way to get any scholarships or any financial aid is to fill out the FAFSA. So that opened back at the beginning of October, and you're free to fill it out for next year. Our school code is listed on this page, 003116. And that is really, like I said, the first step to receiving any kind of financial aid with us, whether it's a federal scholarship or a grant or even some federal loans. We also have to have your FAFSA on file to be eligible for any institutional money, so any scholarships that we give out. The biggest scholarship that I want to tell you guys about today is our Rio Red Storm Scholarship. That is one application on our website that puts you in the running for close to 300 different scholarships that we house on our campus. So you're not going to have to go through and scroll and see if you qualify for any of the scholarships. Our scholarship committee does that for you. So you just fill out the one application and we award you those scholarships based on the criteria that you list on there. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our campus life. So like Katie and I have both said, you really do get that 4-year private university feel when you live on our campus, or whether you live on campus or off campus. We have a lot of different campus organizations that we have, ranging from student government to extracurricular, co-curricular, and community-based organizations. So there's always something to be involved in, inside or outside of the classroom, or maybe even a mix of both with those co-curricular clubs like Psychology Club or the American Marketing Association. We also offer athletics, which Corey will talk about in a little bit. So we encourage all of our students to get involved in something outside of the classroom. Our Office of Student Affairs is where all of our student activities and student organizations run through. Also our housing, which I'll talk about in a minute, but all of these services are free for students. Accessibility services, mental health services, which we know right now is very, very important, are all available for free for our students. So we do have free mental health counseling on campus. We have a wonderful accessibility services office, and our health services office houses a full-time RN that works Monday through Friday. And she's here for whatever you need, whether it's a flu shot or a strep test or just an ibuprofen for a headache, she's available for you. Now to living on campus. When you live on campus, you're enrolled in what's called our Total Living Plan. We do require all students who live outside of a 50-mile radius of campus to live in our residence halls for the first 2 years of attending RIO. And it is an all-inclusive price. So it includes your room, your meal plan, your laundry. You don't have to pay extra for your laundry, and it includes free Wi-Fi. With the meal plans, we offer what's called the 19 meal plan, which is 19 meals per week, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Friday, brunch and dinner, Saturday and Sunday. So you're never going to go hungry when you're eating in our marketplace. This page shows you a little bit of what our dorm rooms look like. So this is actually Holzer Hall on campus. You can see they're pretty spacious rooms actually, and that is the price for the whole year. So that is our Total Living Plan price, includes everything listed there. The biggest thing to remember is you're not going to pay anything extra for your meal plan, or depending on what dorm you're living in, it's all included. And next I'm going to turn it over to Corey to talk about athletics.
Hi guys, my name is Corey Harris. I'm also one of the admission representatives here at the University of Rio Grande. My territory is the western side of Ohio. So I have kind of like the Cincinnati-Dayton area. And then I also have some parts of Kentucky. So the University of Rio Grande, we fall under NAI. We do offer athletic scholarships. We also fall under the River States Conference. With the River States Conference, you'll travel to 5 different states alone: Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. So one weekend you may be in Pittsburgh, the next weekend you might be in Richmond, Indiana, close to Indianapolis. We have about 20 different programs, sports here on campus. This year we just added our esports, we just added wrestling, and then actually for the next year we just got approved for men's volleyball as well as rugby. So there's with NAI, you have to meet 2 of the 3 criteria. Obviously, this year, due to COVID, there was a lot of student athletes who weren't able to take the ACT and the SAT. So because of that, this year, all you had to do was be able to have a 2.0 GPA in order to be eligible. I do believe next year it will go back to where it'll be 2.0. You'll have to meet 2 out of the 3 criteria, 2.0. 18 on the ACT, or be in the top 50th percentile in your class. So a combination of those 2 and you will be eligible. And now we will turn it over and start our virtual tour.
Welcome to Florence Evans Hall, which is located across from the beautiful Bell Tower and beside Davis Library. Upon entering, Reardon One Stop is located on your right. The One Stop houses the admissions office, office of the registrar, and business office. This is your first stop in getting all those college questions answered. Students who visit the Reardon One Stop can apply for admission, schedule a tour of our beautiful campus, order transcripts, or pay for a balance. Florence Evans Hall is also home to the Financial Aid Department. Students can speak to a financial aid advisor regarding their FAFSA, scholarships, and other related matters. Students enrolled in the College Credit Plus program can also find the CCP coordinator in this building. The community college office staff is also located here. Rio is unique in that it is both a community college and a private university, as Ohio residents receive community college tuition their first 2 years of courses. The Davis Library supports Rio Grande's mission and vision by providing access to quality resources and services. The main floor is where students are greeted by our helpful circulation staff and reference staff, who assist students in finding resources such as electronic, digital media, and reference materials needed for their classes. We also offer a collaboration station for group work. The ground floor is home of periodicals, the computer lab, and the campus print shop. The top floor is our designated quiet floor if you need a place to study in peace. Here, students can meet for study groups or on their own in the designated study areas. Anniversary Hall is where our future teachers are trained. This building has molded countless educational professionals, such as teachers, principals, and superintendents. Classrooms are equipped with the tools and technology used in today's classrooms. Students can earn a Career Technical Licensure Certificate, a 2-year Associate's in Career Tech Teaching and Pre-Kindergarten, a bachelor's degree in Middle Childhood, Adolescent to Young Adult, Multi-Age, and Early Childhood Intervention Specialist. Students can also earn a master's degree in Athletic Coaching Leadership. On-campus living offers a wide range of experiences for all students. At Rio, you can become part of our residential communities and build lifelong connections with fellow students. First-year housing includes Boyd Hall for males and Davis Hall for females, while upperclassmen reside in Wellness Hall. The total living plan includes both room and board. Our residence halls include standard amenities like a furnished double occupancy room, high-speed internet access, free on-site laundry, and a communal lounge area perfect for gathering with friends. Room upgrades are also available for students who prefer a private room. The Fine Arts Building is where students gather for special events such as our annual Founders Day celebration, community and student theater performances, and a variety of musical performances throughout the year. Our students learn skills in digital and darkroom photography, printmaking, graphic design, video, digital imaging, and music lessons. Rhodes Student Center is the home of the Jenkins Center for Student Success. Students can receive professional tutoring in writing, math, and even science classes. This computer lab is designed for students to be able to work on homework, special projects, and print assignments. The bookstore is located in the Rhodes Student Center as well. Students can pick up their books, supplies, and even purchase Rio Pride swag such as sweatshirts, t-shirts, and more. Whether you are a residential student or a commuter student, the Rio Grande Marketplace has an option for you, serving daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Marketplace offers buffet-style healthy food choices, a fully stocked salad bar, made-to-order dishes, and a delicious dessert station. Whether you are dining in or grabbing takeout, there's something for everyone in the Rio Grande Marketplace. The newly renovated Wood Hall is where most liberal studies courses are held. This is home to various courses such as composition, communications, history, psychology, sociology, and social work, just to name a few. This space offers comfortable and engaging classrooms as well as lecture-style seating for larger presentations. Our typical student-to-faculty ratio in a classroom is 15:1. You can also find the Media Center in Wood Hall, which hosts our very own Rio Grande Cable Access Studio. You can find an archive of productions on YouTube. The Student Lounge allows our students to relax and recharge in between their classes. Welcome to the Thrill on the Hill. Line Center is located on the hill of our beautiful campus. We honor our athletic accomplishments and display the success from our incredible past student athletes, including our most famous basketball player, Bevo Francis. This facility is designed to accommodate our student body, faculty, staff, and our local community by offering top-of-the-line workout equipment in our fitness center. The new Oliver Arena is home to our volleyball, women's basketball, and men's basketball teams, while the secondary gym is utilized by our phys ed courses, intramurals, and practices for our athletes. The Aquatic Center is home to the Rio swim team, along with local high schools, club teams, students, staff, and the community. The Ron Glover Booster Room is our place to celebrate the Rio Pride. At Rio, we pride ourselves on the family atmosphere because together we storm. The Davis Career Center is home to students who major in allied health, industrial maintenance and automation, computer science, and welding. Those wanting to work in the area of X-ray or ultrasound technologies, respiratory therapy, or nursing have access to our state-of-the-art simulation center and receive hands-on training in real-life medical scenarios. Our welding lab is also located in Davis Career Center. Students receive hands-on training for a welding certificate or associate's degree with certifications in MIG, TIG, butt, and stick welds. Our industrial automation and maintenance students also have the opportunity to work with industry-recognized equipment. Bob Evans Farms Hall was built in 2001 and is named after local restaurant owner Bob Evans. This is the home of the Emerson E. Evans School of Business. Future business leaders are trained here. Students can earn a one-year short-term professional certificate in accounting, banking, healthcare administration, information technology, marketing, or small business management. Students can obtain an associate's and bachelor's degree in business management. Students can join national groups such as the American Marketing Association or Enactus Club to expand on their educational experience. Senior level business students participate in a capstone course which provides an opportunity to visit New York City and see the New York Stock Exchange firsthand. McKenzie Hall is connected to the Kid Math and Science Center, which opened in 1997. This space provides mathematics, science, and nursing students with 2 large lecture halls, a variety of lecture rooms, an anatomy lab, 3 computer labs, and a conference room with a beautiful view of campus and the surrounding landscape. Students can also relax in the comfortable student lounge. Nursing students also have access to perform various healthcare-related exercises in a skills lab alongside the lab instructor. Welcome to the Kid Math and Science Center. It is easily recognized as you follow the beautiful arched bridge that spans from East College Street to the front doors of the glass atrium. The Kid Math Science Center, which opened in 1985, has an award-winning masonry design. The center's front doors open to a glass atrium with live plants and a trickling pond. A spacious lobby follows with comfortable studying areas. This center houses 3 large chemistry labs, 3 biology labs, 1 physics lab, a computer lab, lecture rooms, and a large glass greenhouse that enhances the view of our campus. Students majoring in biology, chemistry, environmental science, mathematics, pre-engineering, and wildlife conservation will find themselves taking a majority of their classes in this building. The Art Annex is located just on the edge of campus. This is where students receive one-on-one training and mentorship in drawing and painting, ceramics, and sculpture.
All right. So this page right here, this is our admission staff right here. This is all of our information, emails, telephone numbers. If you need us for anything, please feel free to reach out. Also, you can see down in the bottom left-hand corner, this is a registration for our open house. We actually have one coming up November 6th. This is actually in person. You can actually use the QR code right there, or what you can do is you can go onto our admissions page and you can find the link there. That open house will start at 10 o'clock and it'll end approximately around 1:30. We also have a couple other ones that'll be either virtual or in person. So we have one November 12th, December 1st, as well as December 16th. So feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any questions about an open house or anything like that. And now I'm going to turn it over to Emily Thomas.
All right, so the next steps, obviously the best way to see if a campus is right for you is to schedule a campus visit, which you saw the video of our beautiful campus and you could kind of get a feel for what we have to offer. But the only way to see for yourself that you're gonna be at home somewhere is to actually step foot on our campus. We are offering on-campus visits Monday through Friday. If you go to rio.edu/admissions/visit, you can schedule your on-campus visit. We also do have some individual virtual visits available if you are unable to make it to Rio. And then after that or before that, you can also apply. Katie and I think Corey mentioned that we are open enrollment, so we only need to get your application and your high school transcript to get you accepted under general admission, with the exception of those certain programs that Katie was talking about. There is a QR code there, so you can scan that with your phone as well, and it'll take you right to our online application. Our online application is free, so you don't have to worry about paying any money to apply to us. It's always free online, and that will get the ball rolling on getting you accepted. Again, we only need your high school transcript to get you accepted. So just talk to your school counseling office and have them send us your transcripts and we'll get you accepted. If you're taking any CCP courses, we would not need those transcripts to get you accepted. Just at the end of your high school career or when you're done with those courses, then you would contact that particular school and have those transcripts sent so we can get those on your Rio transcript. And I think we'll go into our Q&A. If you have any questions, please type them in the Q&A box and we'll answer them live for you as they come in.
Emily, I see a question. The question is, can you have a car on campus as a freshman? And that is yes, you can have a car on campus. All you have to do is pay for a parking pass at our police station, and you will be able to have your car on campus all 4 years.
Yeah, which is really nice. There's also not any particular lots that you have to park in. Your parking pass allows you to park in any of our lots on campus, whatever is closest to your dorm or your classroom building, you can park there. So that's always really nice and convenient as well.
I believe I see a question. The question is, what jobs do you have offered on campus? So we actually have a few different jobs that you can kind of apply for. I know multiple students, they do work study. Some people's work up at the gym. I know we have a couple other people who work in the library, and just really for different departments. So any job that you're kind of specifically looking for that's on campus. We also have people who work down in our red zone, which is probably one of our most populated places on campus. It's where you have like your pool tables, your Xbox Ones, your your PS4s, and we have a movie theater down there as well. So there's different jobs that you can apply for on campus. So we do have jobs, and there's multiple here for you.
All right, there's one. Do graduate students or TAs teach undergraduate classes? That's a really good question because I know that comes up at a lot of schools as well. We do not have GAs or TAs teaching classes. All of your professors are actual professors. So they either have their masters, but most of them have their PhDs in the subject that they teach. So you are meeting with your full-time professors or a part-time professor. A lot of them are full-time over their programs, and you can talk to them at any point. Our average class size is about 14 to 1. So that's very small class sizes, so you're able to get a lot of one-on-one attention with those professors. It's not large lecture classes of hundreds of students, so it's a very personal experience.
There's a question asking where you can get help with homework if you don't understand something. There's two things that you can do. First, you can always go to the professor. Like Emily said, your class sizes are going to be small, and that's what they're there for. They love when students come in, and they have office hours every week. So you can always go to their office hours and get help one-on-one. We also have the Jenkins Center for Student Success, so you can get tutoring in any class. You just have to let them know what class and what fits your schedule, and then you can schedule with a tutor. So,
and that tutoring's free, so you're never going to have to pay for that.
Free.
Another one, is there an application deadline? I should have said this before when I was going over the application, but no, there is no application deadline. Obviously, we want you to fill out the application as soon as possible, but there is no certain deadline for acceptance. We are rolling admissions, so as soon as we get all of the necessary transcripts, we will get you accepted. It's normally about a 24 to 48 hour turnaround from the time we get your final transcript or the final thing that we need to get you accepted to sending out your acceptance letter in the mail.
By the way, you guys are asking really good questions.
Yes. I have another one. There's a question, can I live off campus? So if you live outside of the 50-mile radius, your first 4 semesters, you have to live on campus. After that, you can live off campus. There's a lot of apartments around campus that you and your friends can rent. If you live inside the 50-mile radius, you can choose whether to live on campus or outside. So, but that was a good question.
Yeah, I think I see another question. Do we offer scholarships, and where can I find those scholarships? So yes, we do actually have scholarships. You can actually go on our financial aid page. One of the big scholarships that we have here is the Rio Red Storm Scholarship. That's where it's one application and enrolls you into about over 250 to 300 scholarships, and we award probably about $400,000 a year in that private donor scholarship. So and then we also, going into your junior year, we also do merit-based scholarships based on your GPA from your freshman and sophomore year. So, kind of up to you. Everybody here just about gets some type of academic or merit scholarship here. So we do have scholarships. And like I said, you can go onto our financial aid page and you can find those scholarships there.
Yeah, and Corey, we also have athletic scholarships.
This is right. Athletic scholarships as well.
And this is a really good question. I am a senior in high school. can I apply into the nursing program? Yes, you can. Our nursing program does allow applicants to apply when you are still in high school, as long as you meet the application requirements that Katie talked about earlier. So that's C or better in chemistry, algebra, and biology, and a 2.5 GPA. Those requirements, the grade requirements do have to be completed grades though. So I know sometimes we run into cases where a student hasn't taken chemistry, or they're taking chemistry as a senior. Those do have to be completed grades, or you would have to wait a year.
Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions. So we will jump into kind of wrapping up.
And if you do have questions, our contact information was listed on the one page, but if you just email admissions@rio.edu, it's pretty simple. That goes to our whole office and we can get you the answer to that.
Yeah, and we would love to have you on our campus. You know, we are doing those personal on-campus visits. We also are coming to high schools that will let us in. So if you see that we are coming to your high school, please sign up to visit with us in person, or come to our campus either through the open house events or through our just individualized, personalized visits that we offer on campus. So thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your time, and please contact us if you have any questions at all. You can, as Emily mentioned, contact any of us individually, or just the email admissions@rio.edu will come to all of us as well. Thank you and have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Let me share my screen real quick. Get to the last slide on here. It'll load for me. Okay, there we go. This is the bottom section. Oh, okay, here we go. So thank you everybody for coming into this presentation. Just a reminder that there are other presentations. If you want to see these different sessions, you can go to oacac.org. And this presentation has been recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, so oacac.org. So thank you everybody for stopping in. And if you have any questions, let the Great Admission team at Rio know. Thank you everybody and have a wonderful day.